Hello there, everybody. It's myself, Adam Nicholas, and Ben Roy Turner here to bring you your pre-pay-per-view wrestling news, I guess it is. A lovely little quick stint because, hey, you've got to cash in when the AEW pay-per-views are on and everybody's up and ready to watch. Exactly. And the news is all entirely based around AEW, almost like we thought about it or something. But, Ben Roy, I believe you have got our first news story for this little stint.
Well, first news story, it's about big gold belts because every belt's going to have some sort of gold in it, and AEW needs more belts because they don't have about 20 of them yet. No, I feel like we're at the sort of safe level with belts in AEW, but Cody's been doing the teased tours that he sort of does around any sort of thing that's happening in AEW. He's sort of as one of the executives, he's there, he's in the know, and as we'll get to later on, he's maybe a bit of an office boy, like some people think. But yes, Cody has been teasing a new AEW title. I was going to say a TNT title. It could be, because there's been a lot of questions about the TNT title. What's going to happen? Is it going to be renamed? Is it going to just die? Are they just going to put it in the ground? No, the TNT title is going to carry on. They've said this. That the TBS title would sound pretty rubbish as it is. TNT is dynamite and it's boom and like the fuse. We all know that's cool. You can't change that. But he's basically said this was to mock that up. And then at the end of it, it's well, there's another little belt. There's a belt coming soon, but we're not going to tell you what it is. Is it going to be something you think of? Is it so? And leading us to believe, is it going to be women's tag belts? Is it going to be the legendary trios belt that is, I feel older than time itself at the moment? What do you think, Adam?
I think this sounds like Cody knows exactly what he's doing. We've got a pay-per-view coming up. People are intrigued. They're excited. And to be honest, though, I think if it was me, if I had to pick one, I'd probably say the trios one seems to be the one that everybody's got on the back of their mind somewhere. I think it might be too early for women's tag belts, just because they're still kind of bringing that division forward. The women's division is getting pretty good, though, now in AEW. But yeah, Cody with the tease, almost like there's a big pay-per-view, Ben Roy, and he just wants you to be thinking about every possible angle coming at every possible time, truth be told. But from there, from new belts though, let's go talk about some new signings, Ben Roy. I know you're excited about this. Definitely. I see the little twinkle in your eye. I can see it. But yes, this is according to PW Insider. Now, we should point out there's been no official word from AEW just yet regarding this, but they have the inside scoop apparently regarding three new signings. First of all, Bear Country and Mark Sterling. That's three for the trios, you see. Yeah. They have both come, and obviously they were working with the company prior on a tier 0 contract, which is essentially a pay-per-appearance contract for AEW. It seems like they have been offered new deals, presumably moving into the tier 1 aspect for AEW, which is essentially just a baseline contract for their pro wrestling contractors to come in. A more regular contract in the short version of it. But that's the word on the street. Of course, again, I can point out that that's no official word yet from AEW. But as you will recall, Bear Boulder and Bear Braun have both debuted on AEW. They debuted back in December of last year, and they've been regular features on Dark and Dark Elevation. And Mark Sterling, you will recall, was MJF's lawyer back during his feud with John Moxley, but was recently reintroduced as recently as Dynamite on Friday as Jade Cargill's new manager. So interesting to see the direction that they go. I have to say, Bear Country fascinated me when I saw them first. Two big, beefy lads who I want to see more of, and they've impressed so far. Remember your thoughts on potential new signings? Again, they're already technically with the company, but extended contracts now, it seems.
Love the big men. Get as many big men as you can, and we can eradicate the rumor, the myth that everyone in AEW is small. I think they've got past it now. So get a couple of big men. We could probably get a few more big men in there. But also with Mark Sterling, I like the more even though he was a wrestler or does wrestle sometimes, I like the fact that he's Jay Cargill's manager, but Jay Cargill's managing him, and she's kind of to go back to old stereotypes, wearing the trousers in this relationship, even though it's not a relationship, it's a business partnership. But yeah, I like the fact that he's a sort of scrawny little, I'm gonna carry your papers kind of person. So yeah, good. I mean, they're three different people that we don't really have as much of in AEW right now, and from different people in AEW to different people in the crowd because there's a lot of people going to be in the crowd
look
tonight.
At you.
Seamless transitions. I don't know about you, but when I watched Dynamite Friday Night Dynamite yesterday, space and time is over right now when it's bank holiday weekend. But it was just so weird having all those people there in the crowd. And according to Dave Meltzer via Wrestling Inc., we love the Wrestling Inc., they've sold 325 tickets. They've got 325 tickets left. If they had sold 325 tickets...
Yeah, that sounds like a good sale,
then, we'll be back to the old Luther on his own, standing in the front row, and all the Gun Club, like, we love the AEW. But they've got 52 tickets left. Bit weird that I would say that they haven't sold them all, but then maybe it might be a weird time of year, or people have been to so many AEW shows recently. Even if it doesn't sell out, this is still like a big deal for them at this time. What do you think, Adam?
I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? Because I don't know if it's just to do with obviously them having the big Memorial weekend as well. Perhaps people already have plans for that. Maybe you would suggest, but I mean, 352 tickets at the end of the day, or 25, whatever it is. It's not the end of the world, I don't think. But I'm sure people are just excited to get back to actual live wrestling. I mean, how good was it having the fans back for Dynamite on Friday night? That really did feel good. Felt weird, Dynamite being on a Friday, but I was kind of so enamored with the crowd and stuff, it didn't really matter, I think, in the end. But either way, 325, was it 52 or 25?
352. I've ruined this segment by just getting the numbers wrong at every point. Denny's Place, I should say, holds 5,500 people, not 352 people.
There you go.
Seeing the full crowd again, it was like watching a zombie movie. I was scared. There were so many humans, I didn't know what to do. But I mean, from so many humans to one big human, we should probably shuffle on to the last story, I guess.
Look at you, giving me my segues as well. We got to do the news together more often, you and me. I'm enjoying this dynamic. But yes, you're not wrong. To another big, massive humanity that is Miro, who's been doing an interview with Jerry Coughlin of Wrestle Slam, I believe, yes. And basically, obviously, in-character interview, he was asked on his thoughts about Cody Rhodes, and he has been shooting on Cody Rhodes, Ben Roy, as much as one possibly can while in character, I guess. But here's what he had to say. I'm not gonna jar on. I'm just gonna read it out here. He said, "Nobody likes Cody Rhodes." He said, "Why should I like Cody Rhodes? He's an office boy. I don't like the office boys. He's trying to be on top of me, but I am the only boss. Nobody is trying to boss me around. I used to be in a company where people made me sing and dance, but no more. This is my time. This is on my terms. I got no boss over my head." Well, maybe you do. "So I don't care about Cody Rhodes, his reality shows, or whatever else he's doing." Them sounds like fighting words to me, Ben Roy. I don't know about you.
Well, that company gave him a tank at one point. He seemed to enjoy that. But other than this, it feels like once Cody's eliminated the British and finally ended that long rivalry that's been going for hundreds of years, he's finally going to beat us. He's going to go, Bulgaria's next, and he's going to go and crush Bulgaria. What do you think? This is why I think either Miro's trying to get him a little work in a high stakes match at some point, even though he probably doesn't need to. But it feels like after this might be the next organic rivalry for them both.
Are you suggesting that Cody Rhodes is going to go on a John Cena-esque run of being like Mr. America in AEW, and he's going to crush all foreign entities within the company? That'll go down really well, won't it?
Yeah, and then I don't know, he could do some other things that John Cena's done. Who knows? But yeah, I think that he will be. I think this might lead to that. Either way, Miro's been he's been good to keep his character in and out. Even on his like live streams or whatever. Like he's been a fun one to have around. I'm enjoying this new Miro. Well, this not new Miro character. I'm enjoying him crushing people and having the belt.
Be himself.
But yeah, I think it's just the work in it. It's just someone angling for, perhaps we're going to get that match, or that match is already down in the cards.
It might well be. You never know. We'll have to wait and see what happens tonight on AEW Double or Nothing, which is obviously very exciting. We will be doing a live stream for that pay-per-view. Myself and Ben Roy are the ones who've drawn the straw, the short one. I say the short one. I think it's a long one, really, because it's going to be a hell of a pay-per-view. Please do join us for that. Yeah. But in the meantime, those are your news stories. Let us know your thoughts on all of those in the comments down below. Go to whatculture.com for all your lovely articles related to said news stories. You can follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCultureWWE, or you can follow either of us on Twitter. Where can they find you, Ben Roy?
At Ben Roy Turner.
At Ben Roy Turner. You can follow me at It's Adam Nicholas. Don't forget to like and share and do all those good things. And it's been a lovely news from us. Enjoy the pay-per-view if you're watching it, and we will see you on the next one.
Good night.